let me just say no pick me, because the females who this applies to, they love to say, oh, you're a pick me, da da da, when in reality I'm really not a pick me. Like, I could give a less if I get picked, because who are these? Nobody. Anyways, body count absolutely matters. Like, you cannot be out here as a woman giving your body to Tom, Dick, and Harry, because that's just gonna reflect poorly on you. That's absolutely poor management. And it's the same for dudes, but that's another conversation for another day. I'm not a man, so I can't speak on that. Like, I don't have the viewpoint of a man and why they feel like that's okay. But I know as a woman, your body count absolutely matters. Like, there's a way to be sexually liberated and handle that yourself. Like, you don't have to go mad. Like, it's not necessary. And it's just like you're overly going at this point. You're overly going. And at some point, when do you stop and say, damn, I'm way too many, or damn, I'm way too many? Mind you, most of the women whose body counts are crazy high feel like they have done too much. They are silently shaming themselves, but they have no choice but to just stand on it, because that's what they did and that's what they're doing, and they really don't know how to stop. So they're just like, okay, well, I just gotta, go with the flow of, keeping up with this, because I done started this, I done did this, so I gotta stand on it. But they still feel away. Like, as a woman, your body is your temple. There's no reason that every guy you come across has to experience you sexually in that way. Like, you do not have to lay down with every man that you're trying to make a connection with. That is not a way of bonding. Like, and if that's even a discussion, like, oh, we can bond better, we can create better intimacy if we lay down, no, that it doesn't work like that. If that's even in the conversation, that's a red flag. You need to cut that situation off, because it's not like, it's not that deep.
One of the biggest problems that's happening is that not only do people don't have self-discipline, but also women continue to try to be like men. What women don't understand is that men generally like we slot women in two different categories, right? So you'll have the women that's for the streets, and then you got the women that's preserved to be wives. Somewhere along the lines, we actually tried to merge the two cultures, and women that was for the streets somehow, some way made themselves available or start to get out of pocket and said, hey, listen, no, 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 no. We're going to have a slut fest, and then we're going to come back and we're going to be wives. That's not how it works. So then when guys start to have a conversation about how many men that a woman has been with, it sounds like we're the villain when this has always been the standard. You just don't mix the two.